Trainees, welcome back to Ring Fit Adventure. It is time for another Master Series playlist set, some of the hardest workouts I've made in custom mode. These are set to get your abs popping and give Adonis a run for his sweet money. Cutting to the chase, this session uses two separate playlists and can be adapted depending on what you need. The intention is to do playlist 1 and then playlist 2 straight after, but if you want to split them or take a rest in between, do what is right for your fitness level. These sessions are built around working the core in various motions, using a lot of hip extension and flexion, mixed with multiple planes of movement as well to test the stability and anti-rotational properties of the core. These workouts do end up working a lot of other muscles as well as the core, but they function well together and are all in service of training your abdominals, so it's all good. So let's get into it and make sure we do a good functional warm-up and have water and towel ready. Playlist 1 is a multifunctional set that needs you to do everything in a row, no funny business. Take rest where you need to, but no more than 60 seconds per exercise. Start with a functional jogging area in sport and waters, which needs some rowing and running to get through. This will then get you ready and primed for bank balance on advanced. Bring your knees right up when stepping to get a better core workout here. Next, we have two similar sounding moves, overhead bend and overhead side bend. Similar movements in different planes of movement. Overhead bend uses the erector spinae and gluteus maximus better, but brace your core to make sure that you don't arch your back as you bend forward. Overhead side bend targets the obliques more, but ensure you keep your back neutral the entire time as well. Active recovery time comes in the form of overhead hip shake. Really reach up and focus on generating the movement solely from the hips to get the best effects from this move. Next are 3 leg focus moves. Revolved crescent lunge pose gets a decent stretch on the hip flexor whilst also requiring calm controlled rotation of the torso. Breathe out with the movement to outside the body and breathe in on the return to the midline. Knee lift is a great aerobic break that hits the rectus abdominis well, so make sure you're really reaching up at the top of each rep. Overhead lunge twist is a great all-round core move, really challenging the core as you rotate outwards. Control it well for each movement to really concentrate your work here. Finally, 2 hard ab minigames on advanced to round the playlist out. Core crushing needs a good amount of focus to get the most amount of points, and smackback is universally one of the most challenging games to get a high score on. Small, sharp movements and a braced core will assist with the rotations of the torso. Try to move your hips as naturally as possible. Well done. Now if you're going on to the next playlist, grab a 60-second rest first. Playlist 2 is a superset playlist, so this works by doing the exercises in sets of 2 in a row, no rest, with a 60 to 90 second break after. So first 2 exercises, rest, next 2, rest, etc. Starting with the gluten gallery and tree pose to ease us in and focus on stability and control. The bracing of the core will really help protect the spine from moving in ways it doesn't want to. Rest, then get into seated ring raise and Russian twist. Both are seated moves that use the arms in different ways to hit the core better. For both, lean back slightly if you can, bring your feet gently off the ground. This engages the abs better and makes for a more intense workout. Rest up and go into seated forward press and flutter kick. Seated forward press hits the shoulders and core well, and only go to the range of movement you can for the legs, as tight hips can make this one uncomfortable. Flutter kick is a fast move. Make sure your back is mostly against the ground and don't poke your head too far forward, as this can be uncomfortable long term. Rest before the final 2. The first one is a choice between boat pose and knee to chest. Both recruit the abs similarly, but boat pose requires more core control and better ability than knee to chest, so do what is right for you. If you think boat pose is going to hurt too much, go for knee to chest. Finish it out with leg scissors. Lay supine and bring the legs slightly off the ground before bringing them out side to side in abduction from the hips. Cross the right and left legs over each other too for some additional work from the hips. Take a big breath and start some static stretching. Well done. And that, my friends, is the 6-pack ab workout for Ring Fit. Lots of deep and superficial muscles being tested with these various moves, so have a good rest tomorrow. You'll notice I didn't really specify reps. This is to make it more adaptable so you set the reps to taste, but obviously the more reps the harder it is. Did you enjoy this workout? Are you bringing it into your main routine, and are you looking forward to a killer leg session soon? Let me know in the lovely comments, and as always, like, share, subscribe for more Ring Fit Adventure content incoming. I've been Master Trainer Peter, thank you for your time today, and I will see you soon.